Alright, welcome back to more of Hidden Duality. So this part, we're going to go into at least one level at this point. I've pretty much picked up enough upgrades for the time being. And you know what, I still have those 2 extra keys. I actually might go into level 6. I actually might be able to put this to use. Okay, so there's still a lot to do in this place. You can tell how big this floor is. I mean, all I got was the hook shot on the initial visit. And just get rid of as much stuff in this room as I can. And we'll probably just leave one enemy behind. Actually, the nice thing about this is that here's where those 2 extra keys come into play. Because normally I would have to do a little bit of work around to find a couple more keys to open the doors above. But here I can just use my 2 spare keys. And you're normally supposed to find a few other keys elsewhere using the hook shot. First get rid of all the whiz robes. At least they're just the red ones, so they're fairly simple to deal with. Okay, this is a little hookshot puzzle. Actually, you probably can shortcut some of it. I guess you're supposed to just maybe go around kind of the right side first, but you know, you can use the ladder to help you a little bit. I can put my 2 spare keys to good use. Now you notice you actually walk on that by just kind of go in and out of the room, make it a little easier with just that one rope there. Because the first thing you try to do is use your hook shot, and you find you can't hook shot to the torch there. Again, you can find you can just walk straight on this surface. And pick up the lens of truth. It kind of drains magic quickly, that's kind of why I got the double magic. It gives me a little more mileage on using the lens here. Again, this is not like some special trick, it just actually saves some backtracking time. Because normally you'd have to get a couple keys and then go get the lens and then go back to kind of like the same room you were in as you were going around the place. Try to make some space for myself, and then I can start going into the room to take out some of these whiz robes. I think I might have gotten one of the whiz robes with that bomb. And we'll just leave that one enemy there for later. And the nice thing about the fire boomerang is it gives me a kind of sniping power. You know, solid long distance weapon. And we'll just leave that one enemy there. It's always good to leave one enemy behind. Okay, now you have to remember you can actually go back this way now that you have the hook shot. Again, it may not hurt to make a map of, like, you know, just to know which areas to go back to. And the boss actually isn't that difficult. It's actually going to be the room that you battle, and that's going to be the tricky part of this, as you'll see when you get to the boss. Now, it looks like there's nothing in here, but, you know, if you use your lens, yeah, you find a hidden room here. Hidden passage. And just try to clean up some of this mess. Because you really don't have that much space to maneuver in this room. Okay, so you notice the little hole there. You know, just leave that one Dodongo there. And just keep working your way to the right of this. And eventually you reach a small key. And I just have to remember to pick up all the keys in this place so I don't run into a deficit. And actually, well, that's probably the only key on this floor. I think the rest of them are like in the first floor. So I can just skip my way down the stairs. And I'm not going to pay for any of this because I already have the maze path written down. And honestly, you really only need to know one of them. The other two you can actually work around. You notice you can actually go this way. Let's see if I can get some magic back. Oh, there we go. So if you take this little passage, it actually leads you to a little part of this room you couldn't get to, you know, from the other side. And find another small key. weird that even when they have their shields up, the boomerang can sometimes stun right through them. Luckily this part's pretty linear, and I just go through the stairs. And just kind of make your way across these little crisscross paths. And in this little dead end, you find another small key. And then it's just making your way back to the first floor. And there's quite a number of hidden passages in this level, so your lens of truth is going to get a bit of a workout. And I'm good on bombs, so I don't really need that. This room is actually one of the mazes, and I guess after you get the hook shot, you're supposed to go the normal way, because there's actually another maze. So, you know, two of the mazes are along this line, but, you know, I kind of took a backdoor entrance, so pretty much skipped the mazes completely. Again, there's only one maze that you have to go through. I don't really get how the fire boomerang works sometimes, so it's like, I think I took out that treble before it even split. And let me just make sure I get rid of all the enemies here. Kind of want a clean path, and you'll see why. So if you look above at the kind of checkered floor, it looks like there's nothing there. But if you use your lens, yeah, you find invisible spikes. And I don't know if they do 2 hearts or 4 hearts of damage. And I probably don't want to know. And that's when you have the lens of truth. Here's a pretty squished room here. Just try to get rid of all the enemies. Yeah, because you got wall masters here as well. Okay, so after you empty out the room and just keep using your lens, find another small key in this little dead end. Again, very good to have double magic before really using the lens a lot, because you know, you get more time out of it, because it does drain your magic fairly quickly. And I'm not going to go to the right, because that actually leads to another maze path that I don't even need to deal with, because I guess it's used to go this way. Again, I kind of went behind the mazes themselves, so it's just to save myself some trouble. So we'll go up this way. A couple of manhandlers to take out. Almost got both of them. Okay, so I'm gonna go in this teleporter here, and it takes you to kind of a dead-end room. Really nothing in here. We're just gonna pick up the free money in this chest. And, you know, there's nothing else in here, so just go in the teleporter. You know, just get yourself out of that room. Alright, so that's kind of the first piece of this, is just picking up a bunch of keys. I'm pretty sure this part's gonna run pretty long, because it does take a while to get to the other side, going through the basement part of this level, so we'll probably just do that on the next part. Alright, see you guys later.